On Tuesday, American voters will have the final say on which party controls the two houses of Congress. Voters on both sides of the political divide consider the election one of the most consequential in their lifetime. More than 30 million Americans have cast early ballots, eclipsing the 2014 early totals and setting records in many states. Joining us now with more details are our correspondents Nathan King, who's in Washington, and Dan Williams in the Iowa state capital, Des Moines. Nathan, let's start with you. Tell us about the preparation work there, and what do the latest opinion polls tell us?
Well, if the opinion polls are right, and remember they were wrong 2 years ago, and that's why US President Donald Trump is US President, then the Democrats are set to retake control of the House of Representatives, one of the two legislative chambers. And that could essentially mean they could block much of Donald Trump's legislation, investigate him, slow him down, and potentially make him a one-term president. I'm here at the White House. It is eerily quiet because US President Donald Trump is trying to stop that barnstorming, as they say here in the United States. 3 states in one day, Ohio, Indiana, Missouri. And basically he is pushing up until the last minute to try and at least make sure that the Republicans hold on to the Senate. That looks much more difficult for the Democrats. They are the third of the Senate that is voting this election cycle is in heavily pro-Trump territory, so it'll be an uphill climb for the Democrats. And if they keep the Senate, then the US president could kind of say, look, there was a split ticket, I am victorious in some way, and the Senate's very important when you're confirming Supreme Court judges, as we've seen twice in the last 2 years, when you're trying to get through trade deals and appointments as well for his cabinet and other senior jobs. So it's very important. Now, Donald Trump has basically made the election about him. That may be good, that may be bad. He stayed away from the fantastic US economy, trying instead to focus on the wedge issue of immigration, more like the fear of immigration that he's been pushing. That has riled up his base, but the big question is, will it actually alienate independent and softer Republicans in some of the congressional districts around the cities that he really needs if they're going to keep control of the House at least? It is a risky strategy, but as we know, US President Donald Trump is all about risk, and that's how he became president.